Hi folks, Bob from Fusion. Today we're going to go over a short video on the sight plates for the XP, our new wide body 1911 pistol. We've had a few issues with a couple of customers that have, broken screws off in their slide, which, they'll send them in, we'll take care of it, take it out for you. But the main reason for this is that you're using the wrong screws. So in your package, all right, the gun comes assembled with the fixed sight on here. The fixed sight plate, you'll notice, is a little bit thicker. So it'll have slightly longer screws. In your package, you'll have a baggie with the shorter screws needed for the optics plates, which are much thinner. You can see that. So again, when you're using your optics plates, you want to go to the shorter screws that come with your package. If you use the longer screws and continue to reef down on the screws, you're either going to booger the heads up or you're going to break the screw off, because obviously it is bottoming out on the threads in the slide. And obviously the sight base itself isn't sitting down and retaining well because the screws are too long. So again, just make sure you're using the shorter screws that come in with the package. Had a lot of questions on torque and that. Basically, torque anywhere from about 10 pounds should be fine. But really, I mean, you don't have to get that crazy about it. I mean, basically, if you can put it down and just screwdriver tight is great. It's not going to vibrate loose. If you use, the best thing to do is on the actual base plates themselves, especially if you're going to be interchanging all the time, is 242 Loctite. It's the blue Loctite 242. And what that does, it's a medium strength. It gums up. It holds in well for vibration or anything of that nature. But again, the plates themselves are nested very nicely, and there's 2 locating pins. So everything's held in really well for location and for any type of vibration or anything because of the nesting that's done with the actual machining of the slide. So just for your own common knowledge, again, make sure you're using the shorter screws in the package when you're putting the actual optic plates on. Okay folks, so again, we're gonna show you, here's XP Pro with the sight base out. Now you'll see you have obviously 2 threaded holes for your screws. You've got 2 counter bores down into the slide. You also have, the shelf in the front, shelf in the back. So it's nested very well and located very well. You'll also see it corresponding on the bottom of the plate. You'll have the 2 locating pins that are milled right into the base solid, all bar stock again, that will locate right into the actual position there. And all nested in, you'll use your longer screws again to put the fixed sight version back on. And then to go with one of the optics plates, that'll go on, and then again, use your shorter screws. And if you wish to use Loctite, some guys, if they're gonna leave their optics on for a long time, they will use like 271 Loctite, which is the red, on the actual base itself, and which is okay. That actually will hold in real well. Sometimes you'll have to use a torch or say a candle lighter or a soldering iron and put it on the screw to heat that up to get the red Loctite to break properly. That will have to happen sometimes. But again, if guys are going to use the optics and just leave it on there for good, a lot of guys will go with the red 271 Loctite versus the 242 blue. But then if you do in your screws that go from your optics down into your plate, you definitely want to use something like a 242, the blue style, because obviously your optic, you don't want to have excessive heat around your optic to break those screws open. So, use just 242. That will work great for you. But again, that's all the different sight options for the XP pistol and the XF pistols. On the back, you'll see there's laser engraved on the different compatibility for the optics for each different plate. And we're also introducing more accessories and more plates all the time. So depending on the optics, we have all the more popular ones covered, but we do have more plates coming out and more accessories for these pistols monthly. So thank you very much.